Alright everyone, Nitpicker01 here, complaining about issues great and small for your entertainment. And today we're going to be talking about Marvel's Avengers on the PS4. This game has been a long time coming, and we finally get to dig deep and talk about it. And let's just get to the point already. Guys, I'm not even going to separate sections for this one. You know, for the beta, I wanted to try out this new thing where I separate my nitpicks into sections. But honestly, I don't have the energy. I honestly don't. I just want to get my thoughts out and just finish this. Get it out so I don't have to talk about this game ever again. But first, you guys gotta realize this. Marvel has been doing something great recently. They opened up a brand called Marvel Games and started giving out the license to people who actually know what they're doing. Spider-Man 2018, Sony Computer Entertainment, developed by Insomniac Games. Marvel Ultimate 3, freaking Nintendo of America, developed by Team Ninja. So this game was set to keep the train going, with 2020's Marvel Avengers being handled by Square Enix and developed by Crystal Dynamics, the people who developed the Tomb Raider reboots. I want to get into these games, but I've heard it's great stuff, just people are kind of getting sick of it, or were, I guess. So back at E3 2019, I was hyped for this game, and why shouldn't I have been? It's the goddamn Avengers! Plus, Spider-Man and Marvel Ultimate 3 were so good, and I had a lot of faith that Avengers would be just as good, if not better than the other two. So we saw more of this game. It got delayed about 3 months, got some more table events, and then we got here. I really had hope that Crystal Dynamics took their time to make this game the best it could be. And the beta in August was actually pretty good. I had barely any issues with it. It was fine. But this is not fine.
It's not even like you go like, ah, what a shit game. You go like, what a shit game. What happened? How did any developer make the decisions to get to this?
One thing at a time. So Miss Marvel, Avengers starts off on A-Day, like we saw back at E3. Starting us off with Kamala Khan, who is probably the most fleshed out and best character. Due to an explosion causing the Brooklyn Bridge to explode, the Avengers swing into action to save as many people as they can and stop Taskmaster while they're at it. Which, by the way, he does not show up again in this entire campaign. Now, I know what you're saying, maybe he got in prison or whatever, but still, he shows up once for A-Day and never again. Oh, by the way, I meant to throw this in the script, but I actually forgot. Abomination shows up for a boss fight and never shows up again also. Yay! Topsy-turvy up in the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, the Chimera gets attacked by... I don't know, I think Hydra? I don't think they even get mentioned. Cap blows up with the Chimera, and the city starts getting a sickness that turns them into mutants. Man, I wish the coronavirus did that. So the Avengers split up after Bruce says he thinks the Avengers are a threat to society. Also, real quick, I just really want to mention that I think I love Bruce's direction in this game. It's so like him for him to feel like that the Avengers are a threat to society because, I mean, he's the Hulk. Of course he's going to feel that way. Anyway, Miss Marvel manages to get into the AIM servers via figuring out Zoni. Oh my god. I was doing so good, and then it just got worse and worse. Just like this game. Just like this game. Anyways, Miss Marvel manages to get into the AIM servers via figuring out Tony's password. That being, I am Iron Man. Seriously, dude, get a better password. Take it from a pro at creating passwords like me. Miss Marvel skips town and finds Bruce Banner, who then helps her find Tony. Tony punches Bruce. Oh, God! Holy shit. He says, nuh-uh, I ain't helping. Kamala shows him a flash drive, and then he says, ugh, fine. They somehow get the helicarrier fixed this fast. We meet Discount Ant-Man, because it's not Scott.
Hey, y'all, Scott here.
We get another outpost to buy shit. Chimera under attack. Thor shows up. The Avengers soap opera starts. Hulk and Iron Man get into a fight off screen. Okay, so I am going to get a little spoiler-ish, but...
There's still a bad guy out there who wants to hurt the world.
That part where, like, Hulk and Iron Man are fighting? No, like, you know that whole, like, that one thing we saw in the trailer where Iron Man and Hulk fight? Yeah, you don't see that! Yep, the fight just ended. It was all off screen. Are you kidding me? Oh, right. Black Widow showed up a couple missions ago. Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Miss Marvel gives a legit good speech. Tony and Bruce make amends. Tony goes to space to save Cap, who's been frozen this whole time. I start pissing myself because apparently I need to go on a scavenger hunt. No, this is what Bryce was talking about. Oh, no. Oh, this is the collectathon he was talking. Oh, no. This is what he was talking about. I did one war table event, finished the scavenger hunt. I got disappointed. Because I thought the game was going to screw me over, and it didn't even deliver on that. Let that sink in a second. We take down a jet, then finally go fight MODOK. Captain doesn't even say Avengers Assemble. Oh my god, can this game do anything right? Also, this is just a little theory I have. It's probably not true, but I love to think that the devs thought that, oh, this game is so cool that we don't need Avengers Assemble, even though every single Marvel movie is willing to do it, and it's geared toward a more adult audience. Yeah, alright. MODOK boss fight, overshadowed by a giant sentinel, which during that awesome big giant robot, we just fight enemies on the ground as Hulk. Cool! It honestly just feels like they couldn't figure out a way to make MODOK like a very satisfying final boss, so they're just like, oh, just dump a giant sentinel in there, that'll be fine. Miss Marvel comes in, we turn big, and I'm like, oh yeah, here we go, and then just press square a few times. Oh, but wait, it gets better. You actually press triangle once instead of square. Miss Marvel fucks off back home. Man, she really is the smartest character in this whole game. Credits. Honestly, folks, that's it. I'm serious. That's it. We don't get much on Kamala's backstory. We don't get very much on MODOK other than, oh, his brain don't work. The characters act like you'd expect them to, but there isn't very much substance to them. Like, come on. I'm trying my hardest here. This campaign took me 12 hours to complete, and it gave me this to work with. The only reason it took so long was because this fucking Iron Man mission made me want to snap the controller. Well, I guess that's a good enough segue. Let's get into these freaking issues I have with this game. And boys, strap yourselves in, because this is gonna be a doozy. So let's head back to this comment I made on this Iron Man mission. Okay, so we all know that this game is about 4-player action, correct? Okay, so this one mission with Iron Man forced me to only use him and bring nobody else along, which is fine, but it felt like this stage didn't accommodate that. I felt like I was being dogpiled on, and this stage took me a long time to beat. Also, in some of my attempts, sometimes the progress bar just wouldn't show up. So while I'm here just trying to defeat some enemies, trying to get some weight off me, turns out AIM takes over the area and I didn't see it because the bars didn't show up. But that is nothing. Nothing on the amount of glitches and performance issues I encountered while playing this stupid campaign. Oh, okay. You see this enemy? You see this enemy right here? You see this enemy? It's supposed to be in the building. It's not. It's glitched. What happened here? Texture popping and stuttering mainly towards the end of the game. It's just littered with it. And just weird visual glitches in general. Like here, what in the world is going on up here in the corner? Here's another corner where the lighting is just completely buggy. And then this shot where I guess the Avengers and the helicarrier are in purgatory apparently. And then this one cutscene where the skybox completely didn't even load. Then I paused for a second and I guess I stopped it. And on accident, I got stuck with the N64 backdrop for the rest of the cutscene? What the heck is going on here? And the frame drops dear God, the frame drops. If there's more than 10 enemies on screen, then boy howdy, get ready for them. Seriously, how did we get here? This is a late PS4 game, and the game is having this many problems. Now, I do want to stress, if you're playing this on the PS4 Pro, you might not actually encounter these issues. But that does not matter, because this game should have been ready for launch for both the PS4 and PS4 Pro. Which, by the way, I can't speak for the cutscene stuttering and weird visual glitches, but even my friend Bryce, hey dude, has been having issues with the frame drops too on the PS4 Pro. So it's not just the original PS4 that's having issues. And what hurts more is that last month's beta was completely fine. Sure, there were some frame drops, but it wasn't all that bad, and no texture popping from what I could remember. But the finished product just runs so poorly, it stinks. Alright, besides performance issues, how's the gameplay? Fine. Fine. It's just fine. If you're looking at the gameplay footage, you probably know exactly what you're getting into. Other than the skill tree, you're not getting any further than that. Every character plays almost the exact same except for Thor, because honestly, he's the best character in this game. After you unlock him, you don't need to play as anyone else. He's the best character by a long shot. Captain America's shield is pretty much OP. Black Widow handles like a third-person shooter, which isn't a bad thing, I'll add. Iron Man is pretty good in my opinion. Miss Marvel is good for long-range players. Hulk is good for close-quarters combat. Yada, 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 yada. But the game itself I like, but I wish I didn't have to deal with these performance issues and this short and not fleshed out campaign. It's not that it's 10 hours short, it just feels like it's 5 and unfinished. Even the credits lag. The credits. And that's just the game. Not even getting into the marketplace, and dear God, you know, no. You know what? No, let Mutahar explain this. I'm not even going to touch this. You go ahead, buddy.
What isn't serviceable is the microtransaction rabbit hole, so let's go check that real quick. Look at the legendary outfit. Epic takedowns. Yes, epic takedowns. Fucking emotes. All of the stuff that we used to unlock in video games now resorted to just a marketplace. Let's look at the fucking pricings real quick, alright? Get ready for this shit. 1,400 out. Okay, you know what? Let's look at the emote. Okay, the emote. This is what you do to this is what you do to flex on other people online, right? 1,000 fucking credits, right? Now let's do some like quick currency conversion to this shit. How much is 1,000 credits? If you go to the PlayStation Store right now, 500 credits is $6.99, $7. So this fucking emote, that's $14. It's a $14 emote. Bro, that's like literally what, a quarter of the game's value that you're charging me for a fucking emote? For an emote? Oh, dude, the outfit's like fucking $20. $20 for smooth brain fucking Iron Man, dude. Dude, 18 bucks for a fucking epic takedown. The only thing epic is the dude making the bank from the idiots buying the takedown. What the fuck?
So after this whole mess, can I recommend Marvel's Avengers? No. No, I cannot. Not in its current state. Especially not on the original PS4 and not PS4 Pro. And by the way, I do not recommend buying a PS4 Pro just for this game. I recommend you go get Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And if you want a Marvel game, I would recommend Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 any day. And if you've already played those games, just go play Fortnite. You'll spend way more time on that game than this. It sucks having to say this game disappointed me so much, but it just did. And I'll be honest, a lot of games I do get pretty biased over. And I thought that this game would at least be in that category, but I can't even get biased over this. This game sucks, and I hate how it has to be. Now the big question I'm sure y'all want to know is, will I be playing this game again? Probably. I'll get the new characters and stuff and all that, and then maybe the game will be better by then. But the game in its current state just sucks and really blows, and it's a real shame. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure to hit that like button. Check out some of my older content, and I'll see you in the next one.